Hi guys, you are welcome to the GMATS 41 YouTube channel. So in this video, I've got this question here I want us to deal with. This maths question is actually extracted from Unizik Maths 101 assignment workbook. Alright, now this is what I want us to do. I would like us to see how we can attack this question. Are you following? Suppose we find ourselves in examination hall. By the way, I like to say this, that the solutions to the workbook actually is available on the GMATS 41's platform already, and you can gain access to it. To do this, just simply click on the Join tab below this video and then select whichever of the package that is convenient for you in order to join our learning community and get access to this solution of that workbook, Module 1, Module 2, Module 3. And then at the end of this video lesson, I would appreciate and encourage you all to take the lesson on indices. Indices expression and indicial equation. You know why? Because there are several ways in which questions can be asked from indices. So come with me, dear friends, let's deal with this question here on the board in just one shot, right? It's an interesting and simple question. We are given 9 to the power of x and then minus 4 multiplied by 3 to the power of x plus 1, then plus 27, and that is equal to 0. So what do? First of all, I want to observe something here, that this 3 raised to the power x plus 1 is actually obtained from something like this. 3 to the power of x times 3 to the power of 1. Using the law of indices, multiplication law, and then we could obtain 3 to the power of, pick one of the bases and add the power. So that is actually how we obtain this. And for that reason, I am going to split this back. Now when dealing with this kind of problem, this is an indicial equation problem, there is something we want to take note of. An indicial equation can either lead to a linear equation, a quadratic equation, or a simultaneous equation. You can learn more about this by clicking on the info link here so as to take the video lesson on indicial equation. But don't forget, like I said, you also want to learn about the laws of indices, because when solving questions on indices, we actually use the laws of indices to deal with them. And again, part 1 of my class on indices. So click on this info link and it will take you to the lesson. Meanwhile, below in the description box of this video lesson and also in the comment section, I will leave the link to part 1 and 2 of indices, where I dealt with everything you should know about indices and indicial equation. In this video, I'll just simply apply the knowledge and we see how fast we can solve this. Now, 9 can be broken down to this 3. 3 to the power of 2 will give you 9. X as a power on top, okay? Yeah. This power 2 is going to be multiplied by x. Then this is going to be minus, watch this, 4 times 3 raised to the power x times 3 raised to the power 1. Take note that this 4 cannot multiply this 3 to give you 12. Why? Because of this power. This 4 cannot multiply this 3. Are you getting? But this 4 can multiply this 3 to give us 12, which means that I can write this as 12 times 3 to the power of x, where this 12 is 4 times this 3. Then plus 27 equal to 0. Now what are we going to do? See, 3 to the power of 2 all to the power of x is the same as 3 to the power of x, and then you can decide to shift the 2 outside. It doesn't matter how you arrange the multiplication of this power. Multiplication in basic maths is commutative. If I have x times 2 is the same as 2 times what? X. Let's P be equal to 3 to the power of x. Let P be equal to 3 to the power of what? X. If I do that, this equation you are seeing here will now be written as this 3 to the power of x to the power of 2. 3 to the power of x is P. So it's now going to be P, and then I'll raise it to power 2. That is going to be minus 12. 3 to the power of x is P, and then plus 27 equal to 0. And this is a quadratic equation. So simply at this point, all we have to do is solve this quadratic equation, get P. If I get my P, I will now use this assumption that P is equal to 3 to the power of x to generate the value of x. But how fast can you solve a quadratic equation? It's very simple. The step-by-step solution to quadratic equation by factorization. The GMAT 41's channel has it. Through our maths playlist, if you go through, you would see a video lesson on how to solve quadratic equation by factorization step by step. But here, I don't do that, especially now where we see ourselves most times in CBT examination. To deal with this quickly, find two numbers which if you multiply, you get 27 plus 27. Those numbers must be factors of 27. But again, the numbers must be added to give you minus 12. And the numbers that will do that for us is nothing but minus 3 and minus 9. Find out. If you multiply minus 3 times minus 9, you will get plus 27. And then if you add the two guys, minus 3 plus minus 9, you will get minus 12. So these are the factors that will solve the problem for us. Therefore, the value of p is equal to, all I have to do, change the sign of this factor. This is minus 3. If you change it, you're going to get plus 3. Then divide it by what is multiplying this p squared. And what is multiplying this p squared is 1. So changing minus 3, you have plus 3 divided by 1, you get 3. Or p is equal to, do the same here, change the sign, you get plus 9, divided by 1, you get 9. So that's just simply how to factorize a quadratic equation, as long as that guy can factorize. You just need the knowledge of multiplication so as to help you out in getting the factors quickly. Alright, now that we've gotten the value of p, it is now time for us to get the value of x. Remember, already we said that we should take p to be equal to 3 raised to the power x. So all I will do now is that when p is equal to 3, I will come to this guy, remove p and fix 3. And that is going to be 3 raised to the power x. So it implies that when p is equal to 3, that is going to give us, in place of p here, I'm going to fix 3. And then equal to 3 to the power of x. This 3 you are seeing here is the same as raised to the power 1. I hope you know that, right? Let me use this blue shade of marker to show it. And now that the bases are the same, 3 on the left, 3 on the right, you have just one term here, one base. You have one base here, one term. Are you getting? They are equal, so you can cancel them out. When you go off, you see clearly that the value of x is equal to 1. Similarly, you can do same for when p is equal to 9. So when p is equal to 9, you come over here, in place of p, you fix 9, then make it equal to 3 raised to the power x. So you're going to have 9 to be equal to 3 to the power of x. And this is going to give us 3 to the power of 2 equal to 3 to the power of x. The bases are the same, so we cancel them out, and you see clearly that the value of x is equal to what? 2. What is on top here? Conclusion, x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 2. So that is how simple you solve this problem. I hope you enjoyed it, right? So you don't need to take things step by step as it is, especially when you see yourself in CBT exam, you want to be fast, okay? Eliminate all unnecessary steps. But in your manual, you are expected to show the steps one after the other. You don't miss out any point. And that the GMAT 41 has already solved the problems for you, okay? And so you can get access to it. All you just have to do is become a GMAT 41's channel member, join our learning community. To do this, you just give us monthly support. Alright? If you tap the join button, you are going to see the packages available. Select the platinum level in order to gain access to this workbook solution. And don't forget, if you are in Unizik, you can join the GMAT 41's tutorial class on campus. You can join the GMAT 41's tutorial class on campus. Entrust the study to GMAT 41 as I guide you into making your first class by God's grace. You can do it. That has always been my belief, right? Knowledge is out for you to now learn and learn and learn very well. So if you are a student of Unizik, you can join my physical tutorial class on campus. Contact me using the number showing, and I'll give you nothing but the best of the best. You can always be assured of that, for we've always done it and will continue to do it to give my best to your academic success. We'll see you in my next video. Alright? Till then, remember from GMAT 41, always take your studies seriously.